showing up.
I think it is.
He's always late. Is it backwards? Yep. Bam! All right. There we go. What is up, everybody? Appreciate you guys turning in. Yeah, buddy. Big Worm. My brother Dale. Hey, brother Dale, where are you at today? It was good to meet you here in Albuquerque. Taking the train to go on vacation. My randomness friend, brother Ray, brother John, Lloyd, my brother Chuck, brother Joseph, brother John. No worries, brother John. Steve, brother Jim, always much love. Nolan, my brother Emmanuel, my brother Jeremy. Yeah, buddy, we're going to be doing Jeremy's, Martinez's commission piece tonight, Tomahawk Customs. Let me see, we got brother Eldon, brother Henry, Lisa, Cordell, Ryan, brother James, Rudy, Dino, Australia in the house. Let me see, yep. Brother Jay, Dan, Canada. What a blessing, Larry Brown. Appreciate you guys' support. My brother Jerry, much love, my brother Jerry. 5 Customs. Donnie in Colorado. Brother Don, what's happening, Don? My brother Steve, what a blessing. Linda, it was good to see you guys. Thanks for the support. Man, we're excited so far. No technical difficulties. Bam. So I'm definitely excited. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for continuing to support. We definitely want to share. My daughter worked on a Facebook page. It is the Vanderslice Custom Shop Family. It's public. It is public, huh? You don't gotta be. It's not private. So you can literally, if you're on Facebook, you can go Vanderslice Custom with the K Shop Family. Please go on there, share your work. For you that are on Facebook, I know a lot of you guys are Instagram. Like I was talking, and let me just brag on brother Tommy, the one that does all the sculptures. Man, he had his art night tonight, displaying all of those sculptures that he did. Man, you talk about beautiful setup in Kansas. Man, definitely, I'm talking amazing. Lots of hard work. He has been at it. If you guys ain't following him on Instagram, you should be. You know, he does literally huge Aztec sculptures, amazing pieces, and does lowrider paint on them patterns. We're talking just, I mean, amazing work. And like I say, we are continuing to like I say, try to add things where you guys can share your artwork. We still haven't added it onto the website yet. We're trying one thing at a time. Man, continue. Appreciate you guys' support. You know, please go still support. Appreciate you guys. Whatever I can do for you guys, I appreciate it. Like I say, thank you guys so much. Yep, brother Fatlack in the house. Steph, what is happening, Steph? Definitely good talking with you today, my brother. Very good talking with you, brother. So tonight, we are going to be doing a commission piece. And I'm going to be trying after this, we're going to be doing trying to go something different. I want to try to go do some, want to try to do some of the 80s, 90s graphics. So, we're going to be doing something like that. And then same thing, the grinded metal, we will be doing it. Yeah, Lisa, it's it's Vanderslice Custom Shop Family.
Let me see if I can add it.
Yeah, Deja's going to see if she can add it. Let me see if I can swing this down a little bit too. Let me see if that changes. And we should have put it in the link. Definitely have to add it to the link. So, of course, we did get the cutter working today. Well, I didn't. Deja did. But, so of course, cut out Tommy Hawk for my brother Jeremy. This is his shop. And of course, I cut this out of the blue vinyl. It's pretty big. It's, man, it's, let me see. It's pretty big. It's about 10.5 by about 10. And of course, you know, these are, of course, a little over 12 by about 32. And then I did want to say too, any of you that I am doing, of course, we're keeping it real small. We already have a few people already signed up here at the house. I'm going to be doing a flake class this weekend, Saturday. Basically going to be sanding the boards like this. We're talking like from start to finish. You know, I want to definitely put a shout out. My brother Chris Cisneros works over at Home Depot here in Albuquerque, man. He blessed me with a bunch of boards. He cut them out. Is there a bunch of different sizes? So definitely a blessing. Just want to give a shout out if he's on. He might be working though. So we're going to be doing, of course, sanding the boards, going to be taping up tables, getting it set up, kind of show you the whole process of getting them ready. And of course, we're going to be sealing them, silvering them, of course, base coat, silver, coarse silver base coat, going to be flaking and clearing. And if anybody, I do have a couple spots, if you are here local, yes, please, Chris. Thank you, my brother, too. Hope you're doing good. Hit the like button and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. So, like I said, and that's $150. I mean, $150, you know, to come and kind of learn how to base and flake. Nothing crazy. It's not like a legit class. You know, it's kind of a hands-on, you know, something that we don't offer at the regular class when we do them. Which, you know, I tell everybody at the class, they just magically... The boards ain't magically ready like this. I mean, it's a whole process. So if you're interested and you're here local, hit me up for Saturday. It'll be from 10 to probably 7 o'clock. So definitely hit me up if you're interested. Boom, boom, boom. What's happening, Lauren? Roman, Brother John. So, of course, we got this taped up here. Usually, I would have a lot of the stuff plucked out. But on this one, I wanted to keep it in there. I'm going to pluck it out when we're finished. So I'm going to come back with some of the low-tac. And of course, most of the time it's good to put, if I had some of the bigger white low-tac, which, man, I remembered I did, except for it's too late now. I do have this clear low-tac that I bought for the masking. I should have used it, but that's all right. I definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely thank you. We appreciate the support. Like I say, we're up against a bunch of big dogs. And of course, you know, we did post the website, man. Got a lot of orders, and it is definitely dropped off, man. If you guys, the sales, if you guys need anything, hit me up. And if you need anything additional, need any help, like I know I seen a few people, the carts, and then we're still trying to work out some of the shipping. Man, certain combinations end up like a super high shipping. And like I say, hit me up, email me. Man, we'll figure out something. I'll throw in something free just to make up for that high shipping, or you can take off something. And of course, let me break out my credit card on me.
Can I go grab one?
That's all right. Yeah. Credit card, Rudy? Just real quick, something, or even just a gift card. Man, about tape variations. Cherry. You want to go over this a few times. Make sure that it's on there good. Thank you, sir. Yep. See, give me a second. But yeah, definitely appreciate your support. We do have all kinds of different tape, a bunch of different clears. Truly appreciate it. Yes, for sure. That's what we use is pirate shipping. But the problem is, what I'm saying, Steph, some of it, the combinations, what we did, pricing each one. So I'll give an example. Let's say somebody orders a gallon of clear. They order like a thing of tape and flake. Certain combinations, it should knock out like the cost of the flake to ship, and it should knock out the higher shipping cost should knock out the two lower ones towards not adding all three together. And it's not doing it with everything, but a few of them, like yours today, where it ended up is like 60 something shipping. That's why, man, I called you. I was like, man, you know what? I'll throw you in some flake. I'll throw you in some tape just to make up for that shipping. So you already know me. We'll go the extra mile trying to make it work. So, of course, we're going to do the border. Always do that with the 1/4 inch. Fine line. In fact, you know what, though? Let me wipe one more time. Even though we've already wiped it a few times. Wax and grease remover. This board has 3 different sizes of flake. It's got the 0.015, it's got the 0.008, and it's got the 0.004. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna come along here. You go about a 1/4 inch away. Same thing over here. It's a good thing we're doing some flake boards because this is the last one. Even this one I had to cut it down and bevel the edges. Boom. This is one of my brothers from Berlin. He has a shop that he works on Indians, the motorcycles. Brother Jerry, I appreciate you, my brother. I'm gonna, of course, like I tell you guys, I'm shaky. If I can do it, you can do it. I know I haven't said in a while. If you ever want to win anything with me, you want to play Operation. You guys remember that game? Woo! Talk about shaky. The more it buzzes, the more you shake. Yes, please like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, if any of you guys are on Facebook, go to the new page, Vanderslice Custom Shop Family. Please go like it. Share some pics, what you're working on. It'll be a good site to, we'll be sharing what's going on too, sharing work. Everybody, please share your work on what you're working on. And let me tell you too, don't be intimidated. Let me tell you, you know, a lot of other, no offense to a lot of other, tonight we're going to be doing candy apple red, black, solid red, and of course the different shades of that. And of course, it'll end up with some charcoals, you know, kind of some light shade of black. And don't be intimidated too, man. If you just started doing this, don't let nobody tell you anything. I know a lot of other, and no offense to any other of the channels, man. I hate to see that on Facebook, like some of the different pages, man. Especially like, let's just use like painting for beginners. Man, there'll be some people that have been doing it for years, and they'll be beating up some of those people that are just getting started, making them feel stupid. Which that is not what it's about. I mean, that's I can't even tell you how ridiculous that is. Man, like I tell you guys, if you think I just magically started doing the work I do, absolutely not. Trial and error, making all kinds of different mistakes. Like I say, it's a major deal, you know what I mean? Yep, cherry. Have the teamwork over here. This one is pretty big here. Try to center it as good as possible. If you want to get technical, you can break up the measuring tape and figure it out. Usually I don't. And of course, is there times where I get it a little crooked? Yep. For sure, for sure. Hey, let me use your gift card again, Rudy. Or you could pull out your credit card, flip it to the numbers. That way everybody can see it. No, just kidding.
Maxed out right now.
It's maxed out, Rudy said. What do we got here? Circle K, $10. Yeah, buddy. Okay, thank you, sir. Boom, boom, boom. Oop. And definitely see how it peeled that blue off. Definitely want to be careful. Usually I would have plucked out the areas, it's called weeding it out, the areas that, but on this one I wanted to kind of keep it till the end, and then I'll weed out some of the places. It does make it a little bit harder, let me tell you, it's hard to see. those places. All right, Cherry, and I know you guys can't really see what it says, but it's got Tommy Hawk Custom. It's got 2 hatchets, and then of course custom. Of course, you'll see it at the end. That'll be the last thing that we do. But so boom, now that we got that set up, we got our border laid out. We are good to go. So we're gonna start laying some tape. I was gonna kind of, you know, my first idea was gonna kind of do some sun rays over the whole thing because this is so big. So we will do a couple end to end just to get an idea real quick. Then we'll go from there if that's what we're gonna end up doing. Man, I gotta say, homeboy works on the Indian motorcycles. I gotta say, man, those are some of my favorite. The fenders on them. It's kind of like they have fender skirts. Kind of old school. So I'm gonna literally go just to get an idea real quick, see if that's what I wanna do. From end to end. Oh yeah, Tommy Hawk. Oh yeah, Tommy.
Tomahawk.
Yeah, Tomahawk.
You're calling it
Yeah,
Tommy
I know, Tommy
Hawk.
Hawk. That's a good one.
Not
No, I
changing
got
the
you.
name.
I know, that's funny. I wish I would have snapped on that. Yeah, Tomahawk Customs. Tommy Hawk. That's because I just talked to Tommy. That's a good one. I got Tommy in my head. Boom, boom, boom. Brother Roman. What's happening, Brother Roman? Laugh out loud. That's funny. Okay. We pull out some other.
You want to put your little indent inside the patterns.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. So. Trying to get the little idea exactly what we are doing here. Let me go. I think I'm going to switch this up to, woo, I bet. Humidity in Arkansas. For sure, my brother Steph. Appreciate you, my brother. So I'm going to take these 1/8 inch off. Just wanted to get an idea there. If that's what I'm going to do. Kind of a bunch of the 3 shade, 3 fade. If I was to do that, crisscross through here, and then start filling in every one of those areas to where I have the 3 shade, 3 fade going out from here. Kind of like sun rays going out, but with a bunch of fades. And I would rather do the 1/4 inch to break it up, and then we'll go from there. So back to this with the 3M, corner to corner. Now we had a really good Tuesday too, the Lowrider Bike After School program. Man, I appreciate everybody that for love on that. What's happening, Brother Dominic?
First live video.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, then I'm going to literally crisscross through with this. Like I say, we're just going to kind of do some sun rays. Trying to get the idea with the 3 shade, 3 fade. Thanks for tuning in, my brother. So they're going to come in with this, and like they say, you got to figure out if this is what you want to do. Brother Chris, what is happening, brother? Beautiful job on that bike, my brother. Definitely. I know, man. You definitely are getting the hang of that, beyond the hang. Great job, my serious. That came out really nice, brother. What'd you use? Oriental blue. Oriental blue and some cobalt blue on that. Chris, good job, my brother. So, of course, now I'm going to come in. I'm still thinking about if that's exactly what I want to do.
Manuel asked if you went to the car show for the school.
No, I didn't. I didn't make it to that one. That one was yesterday. Was that yesterday? Is that Wednesday? Yeah. Yeah, that was that was Wednesday. What is up, Sean? Appreciate your support, my brother. So I'm gonna come across back with the 1/2 inch. Same thing. I'm gonna come across this way.
Sean just jumped on. He said, "What's up, Rob?"
Yeah, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna make sure this is exactly what I want to do. Like we always talk about on here, it's like there'll be times where you got something you want to do, and then of course you change your mind. It ain't exactly, you ain't exactly feeling that. And you'll untape it. Got a big old ball of tape on the ground. That's happened so many times. I'm basically running a 1/2 inch. And instead of me doing each individual one, I'm just running it all the way across. Like I could be doing this individually and just going to right there and then filling it in and doing that. But if you figure everything out, like we talk about the puzzle taping, first thing sprayed, taped first as the last thing sprayed. And if you can figure it out to where you tape it out smart, and you got to think none of this is even going to get sprayed. All of this will look like it's going underneath it. Appreciate that, my brother. So now I'm going to come back in. We're going to break it up with the 3M 1/2 inch. And this will be a good one for the 3 shade, 3 fade. There's so many different things you could do. And back to this, like I say, you could literally tear and sit here and do all of these individually like this. But if you lay it out right, you can crisscross and do them all, and you should be able to untape it to where you do every one, and you can literally untape the next to where it's ready. Or you could do it like this individually. Like this, or you could run it all the way across. So back to that, like this inside one, just for an example, you could just run it all the way across. Same thing, I could have ran this all the way across. Man, I appreciate that, my brother Chris. That means the world to me, brother. Especially you flying all the way out from Cincinnati to come here. Man, between you and David and so many other people that flew in from all around for the class. Man, I'm telling you, that's what it's all about. That's a big commitment, Chris, you know what I mean? To get a room, to get a flight, to pay for the class. Man, me and Blast we went doing some graffiti last night. And let me tell you, we were down in the ditch, almost done with the pieces. And man, the water started flooding down all of our cans, my hat, our tips, everything started just heading out. We had to literally just stop and jet up out. First it was 2 inches of water, then it was 4 inches, then it was 6 inches. You want to make sure you got, so we literally did the quarter inch, quarter inch, quarter inch, quarter inch, J-tape half inch, 3M half inch, boom, boom, boom. And then now I'm going to come in and then we'll break it up a little bit. I'm going to come in with the J-tape with the fade, where, of course, it won't be a fade, but it'll be a shade. With the quarter inch. So 2 half inch. And for all you still turning on, let me tell you guys, definitely Dominic, thanks for tuning in, my brother. Appreciate it, brother. And definitely, what do you call it? What's happening, my brother Dio? The weather has been nuts for the last 2 days. My brother Steve. Man, did you guys see all that crazy weather in Dubai? All from that crazy cloud seeding. So I'm just basically, you're building your way from the outside in. It's just basically pretty tedious. And then we'll see from there. You want to make sure that you don't forget anything. And it's really simple. It's just tedious. Time consuming. Fairway, what is happening, my brother? I know a lot of people that follow me follow you, brother. I know you got a pretty huge following, my brother. Keep up the good work too, man. So now we got our 3 shade. So we got, of course, the 1/2 inch, the other 1/2 inch, the 1/4 inch, and now we're gonna break it up some. And depending on how, I'm trying to think here. I'm gonna come back in with, and it just ends up really nice. All the points are gonna end up really nice, and how the colors are gonna break up how we do. I mean, this is just really a good, back to this, a good simple lesson on things that you can add, the detail you can add to your jobs. And it's really just building from the inside out. And you can add this, you know, it's back to that, to your toolbox, depending on how crazy you want to get. Like I say, man, it is blessed to see so many people, what you guys are working on. And thanks for sharing. From my brother Ethan. Super good job, my brother. Hey, the banner arrived all right, man. What a blessing. Yeah, and please, like I say, please link up. This is a place network. This is all about supporting each other. No hate. Like I say, please go to the new Facebook page. Deja just put it together today.
Tell them we're all about peace, love, and paint.
Yeah, peace, love, and paint. And truth. Common sense. How's that? Some good common sense. So same thing, I'm just kind of coming in about 1/4 inch away. Of course, wherever I stranded my razor blade again, but that's all right. This is why I say too, try to mark your razor blade. I'll mark it, like I say, with some tape. That way I know it's this one. That way when it gets dull, I can tape another one. So back with this, when I come in, cut these, don't get too deep. I always rest the razor blade against the tape. And you just guide it. You drive it right along the edge of the tape. Same thing. Come over here. I'll slide it right against it. You got to think how shaky I am. If I can do it, you can do it. Don't want to dig too deep. Then of course here, honestly, we don't even really got to cut, but I don't want it to overlap when I'm doing that, so I'm just going to lift. Same thing, I'm just going to lift in those areas because this doesn't even matter. Imagine none of this even matters in here. So like I say, you can't even really, you know, don't even think about this here. All that's going to be the logo underneath there. So same thing, come along here about 1/4 inch. And back to this, if you wanted to, like I say, you could run it all the way across, but I already put that one over there. You're trying to keep it lined up. Boom. Same thing. 1/4 of an inch away with an 1/8 inch. Man, and I did, so we did, everybody too, we did post, we finally got the 2 millimeter up and a bunch of the 1 millimeter back in stock, and pretty much everything back in stock. 1/2 inch low-tac, added that to the website. I know I never had that on there. I just, you know, I just had that. If somebody asked about it, I would sell it to them. But the 1/2 inch low-tac, I mean the 1 inch low-tac is on there now. The 2 millimeters on there. Pretty much got back in stock everything as far as tape wise. And I got another clear coming that's gonna be it'll be the 7.5 liter setup for all of those that are on a budget. Like I say, I truly recommend the 800 or 900 or 700. I mean, that's really good stuff. I'll put it up against anything. But for those that are on a budget, you get a lot of people, it's like, man, I buy those setups for like 160, 180. We'll have same brand, same quality, a setup for about 179 for high solids. Hopefully in the next couple weeks for you guys that, and I'm one of those ones, let me tell you, man, I gotta say, clear wise, I honestly don't like to drop below $200 when you're buying clear.
Somebody asked, where do we get the tiny tape to do models and RC cars?
Go to the website for sure.
So you sell some, and what size would they buy if they wanted to get that?
So I sell the 1 millimeter. It comes in 2 rolls per when you buy one. It comes in, it has 2 rolls. It would be 22 and a half yards on each roll. And I think those are $7.99. Man, you cannot beat that price. And then same thing, the 2 millimeter, I think, what do we put? I think it might be $8.99 or is it $7.99 too? For the 2 millimeter, nobody carries a 2 millimeter. I was like, you know what, man, let me get this just to have something different. So that too, same thing, the 16th inch, whether you want to call it 1.5 millimeter, or if you are trying to do, of course, in American measuring. Versus metric. To not get confused.
1.5 millimeter too?
Yeah, 1.5 millimeter. So we got 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 6 millimeter.
And will you have any matte clear?
No, but I should order some of that. I've got a few people that are asking that. Appreciate it, Dio. Yep, thank you. Appreciate you too, my brother Chuck. So now that we got those taped up, boom, 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 and it's basically just building out. So I'm gonna come back, and this is gonna just be a real nice color breakup. Plus, I'm gonna shoot some white, so it'll be a solid red in some of these areas. So I'm gonna come back now. Same thing. Come back with the tan J tape. I'm gonna go all the way across. Same thing. I'm gonna come right here, and then this one I could go right here, and then just tear it. You wanna just kind of, but you wanna remember, you gotta come back and cut. So same thing here. I'll come like this, tape here. I'll come to here, and then I'll just peel back like that there. I'll come here before I forget. Boom. Cut there. Cut there. What would that, hey, Brother Steve, what would that be, the micro? Like, what size is it? Hey, thank you, my brother. I really appreciate that. That means the world. That shows a lot of love right there. I really appreciate you, my brother. If you guys don't know Fairway, he's got a channel too on YouTube, man. Super amazing. Got a really large following. And same thing, it's like, how do you put it? We make things happen with the bare minimum, without all the super fancy stuff showing that you guys can do it. You don't need all the super fancy tools and everything to make it happen. You know, just like, you know, here, I don't got no fancy paint booth. We are just doing it here in the garage. Like I tell you guys, 95% of anything you see me do in Lowrider Magazine, those centerfolds, I got to tell you, 95% was just done in a garage. No fancy paint booth. If we can do it, you can do it. Aloha, my brother from Hawaii. Appreciate you guys. Definitely. What is happening, Dion? Like I tell you guys too, this Saturday, got a couple extra spots, doing a very small class, nothing serious. Just going to be showing how to base inflate. Going to be doing the MDF boards. So my brother Tommy, I just bragged on you, brother. Amazing show. It's Vanderslice Custom Shop Family on Facebook. Just opened it up today. It's literally called super proud of you, Tommy, man. Definitely amazing, brother. So same thing. Like I say, this, we're just building from the inside out. Like I say, none of this kind of matters, but I'm still cutting it so it don't get in the way of peeling everything up when I'm doing the 3 shades. Brother Eric. Proud to see everybody, man, doing. Definitely continuing to give this a try and continuing to see what you guys are doing. I'm telling you, don't let nobody intimidate you. Don't let nobody tell you anything. It doesn't come easy, but man, a lot of you guys, I see, it's amazing to see you guys are just naturals, you know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. Yeah, what's the Facebook called, sir? It is Vanderslice Custom Shop Family, and it's a group. If you go check out, I guess you would go to a group. I'll have Deja type it in here too. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go, Vanderslice Custom Family Shop. Yes. Man, yep, exactly. The red, wow, in the redwoods, wow. Nice, brother. Yeah, no British flag, my brother Greg. We're doing this as, when it's all said and done, it'll be, it'll kind of look like, it's like a, how would you put it? Kind of sun rays, but we're doing the 3 shade, 3 fade, kind of breaking out. What's up, Nate? How you doing, brother? What's up, JR? Dang, that's a good one. Serious, Dale? You guys are in the redwoods? That's a good one, man. I know my brother Dale, he's the randomness. He was one of the mentors that helped out in the Kansas class. And he rolled through on the train. They do like a vacation, him and his wife. And they're rolling on the Amtrak. They roll all the way to Los Angeles, hopped up there, and I think they're by car so far, and then they're hopping, I think, Flagstaff, and then the train the rest of the way back. Well, man, he stopped here in Albuquerque, got some shirts. Appreciate you supporting my brother. It was good to see you and your wife. So same thing, I'm basically repeating this. Three shade, 3. What's Adam working on tonight, everybody? Doing graphics on a motorcycle? Yeah, it's 1/2 inch. No 3/4 inch on this one. It's literally 1/2 inch 3M J tape, and then 1/4 inch is mainly what we're using for the different shades. You want to make sure it's so easy to forget one line. It starts to get a little confusing. And then gonna back, same thing. Gonna go back. Woo! Brother Jim. Crazy. Big wheel bagger. What colors are you doing, Jim? We're going to do this, and then we're going to do a couple, I say once we spray this, I'm going to do a couple of crisscross deals through it. This process is almost over here.
colors are you doing tonight?
Gonna be doing candy apple. What's up, brother Brian, brother Cody? Candy apple, and of course we're gonna do white, so it'll end up a solid red. And we'll do all those kind of, you know, of course the from darker to light, and then of course black, and of course some kind of, how would you put it, transparent black. So in this, we'll end up, let me see here. You know me in that empty space.
It's because you got some 1/4 inch J tape missing on the upper right.
No, that's a good one, yep. Brother Joseph tried my first silver leaf this weekend on a surfboard. Way cool, my brother. Felt like same 1/4 inch tape missing on the upper right. Ah, good job. That's a good one. See, it's so easy to miss that. Yep, missing the right corner. Fix the missing tape. Let's see, what do we got here? Slow right. What's up, my brother? You guys would be good at that game where they, what is it? It's a picture and you got to find what's missing or find what's different. So, okay, so we're going to do that then. And then I'm trying to think how I want to do. Let's see. Let me do, see real quick here. I'm going to kind of do a fan out. Probably will do it. Do that with a 3/4. That's what I'm going to do right there. Man, I appreciate that, my brother Greg. Really appreciate it, my brother. Let me see. We'll do that. I might wait for that. Let's see. So for right now, let's see where my... We'll come back in real quick here. In fact, let me see. In fact, I'm going to save. It's not going to stay empty, so don't worry. So I'm going to come in now. We'll come in because I'm going to put some other stuff across it. You said marble the bare areas. Do some lace or something like that in those large spaces. Let me see here. So of course I'm going to might want to get this bad boy going here. Maybe turn on those if anything. Do this here. I appreciate it, Drew. Thank you. So I'm going to come back with the white here. These areas to kill the flake. We're killing the flake in this area. Same thing. Same thing. Depending on how much you want to kill it. I mean, you could coat it quite a few times. I just try to deaden it down. So that way it's going to be that hologram. Kind of pop up at an angle. Make sure to kind of go back, check, see if you're happy with how much. And then I am going to, let's see. Yeah, if anything, let me see what. I'm going to come back with a little bit. Literally just a Walmart bag. Spray the white on there. Real simple. Don't need to spend $1,000 on Marbleizer. JK. Of course, when you're doing it bigger, in a bigger panel, man, I always like to position the bag in a really good, I mean, you want to sit there and kind of like shape it. In these small areas, you know, this is going to just be some background. You always want to make sure you get all the empty spots.
Where did you learn this trick to do marble?
Man, I've been doing that for years. You know, you know, with the Walmart bag or with the real fine drop cloth. I mean, plastic, what do you call it? What is that, to cover the cars? Super thin. I never bought that Marbleizer. And like I say, when you are doing it, like I say, Walmart bag, literally get it. If you're doing a huge, let's say you are doing a big section on a car, like we used to marble the whole car and then do the patterns over it. Man, you want to, you know, sit there and position it really nice. You just don't wad it up and then hope for the best. You know what I mean? I mean, I would always get it, kind of position it really nice. You want some open areas. And then of course you want to thin down your paint, water it down a little bit. And of course I used a lot of thin down black, charcoal gray, because then I would candy over everything. Spray it wet, position it, stick it on, let it sit just for a second, lift it up. You could reposition, or you could go a different area to get that same thing, and then you'll reposition, go back over it for filling all your spaces. You know, change out the bag once it gets a little bit used. I mean, just simple little tricks, you know what I mean? So now we're gonna come back in, and I could either spray red over the whole thing here and then take off the first step, or since we already sprayed white, we could take this off and then start to spray the red. So in other words, I could take all of these off, spray, or we could do one coat over it and then start with the next one. So I'm gonna end up doing that. I know that's a good one. Those bags are gold here. I know they did that for a minute here too. Yeah, Visqueen, I think that would be it. Like a drop cloth, like a, man, the cover of the cars are real thin. That works really good too. Yeah, the bowling ball paint job, there you go. That would be a good way of putting it. Back to this. I'm gonna literally go over, and I mean, you could sit here and go in and try to be specific. Like say we could crisscross here because there's a lot of tape, or you could go over the whole thing.
Uh-oh, we got a bone dropping over here.
Uh-oh, that's funny. Yeah, they banned them here for a minute too. So I'm gonna go over some of these spots. Don't want to get it too crazy. Like I say, and you could literally go over the whole thing if you wanted to. If you want to try to conserve a little bit. I'm not trying to get it all the way dark because we're gonna go back over it 2 or 3 more times. And this is in the red, ready to spray. Okay, and that's good enough for the first one. Let's see, we're not trying to get too crazy. Yeah, wake up, Rudy, even. Tommy said. He's actually pretty awake. So we're gonna peel this first one off. Same thing, all of the different, the last one's taped. Boom. Same thing.
the ready to spray mixed as a 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, or is it
No,
more
it's
reduced?
it's already reduced, ready to go. It is ready to go. Stick it in the gun and go. Airbrush. And like I always try to explain to people, the ready to spray, a lot of people that are just starting out, depending on what size you're getting, I always try to tell people, so an airbrush would be like, work with me on this visual. An airbrush would be like a scooter, gas-wise. Like literally a gas moped, scooter, whatever. So you got to think, you're going to get pretty efficient with an airbrush. It's going to last you a long time. Once you start getting into these, into you know, the touch-up guns with a 0.8 or a 1.0 tip, that would be basically like your 4 cylinders. You're going to start wasting a little bit more. Once you get into your full-size 1.3 and you're using the ready to sprays on something like this, that would be like a V8. You're just literally, how do you put it? I mean, it's just, you got that gas pedal going and it's wasting a lot of material. So, you know, your best thing is to conserve. And of course, you see like all the art stuff we do for Christmas. I have it all in the Harbor Freight green guns. I'll set up 15 guns with all the colors ready to go. Now in this step, you want to make sure we got everything off. Like, look, I missed one right here. So easy to miss one of the shades. So we're gonna go in, boom, boom, boom. Make sure. So back to this one, I am gonna go I'm done with the scooter, he said. Manuel, I need to graduate to the 4-banger. There you go, literally. So now this, I am just gonna go all the way across. Like I say, you could go in and go in between the lines. Back to this is wasting a little bit more paint. Could have kind of went in and been a little bit more precise. You know, back to that, if you did want to come in, get all those. And let's say, back to this, because we're doing the 3 shade, not the 3 fade. If it was even in a bigger gun, I could have just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and boom. I'm done with that. And of course, this touch-up gun, I'm having to go over it quite a few more times, but it's not wasting as much paint. It might take a little bit longer time-wise. And back to this. That's just our first shade. And if you did, like I say, you kind of wanted to go back, kind of go in some of those where you got some light spots. You know what I mean? Kind of going, but like I say, we're still gonna go over it several times, so you don't want to get it real dark yet. You got to really think like that. You can't be getting it all the way to the color you want, because we're gonna be shooting quite a few more. So here we go. We're taking up the next one.
On the high resin clear, do you reduce it?
Yes, you reduce it. It can reduce up to a quart. That one you can reduce to a quart or a quart and a half per gallon of the premium reducer, preferably, of course, the slow reducer on that one. That one's really good for shooting flake, shooting over patterns. You know, you reduce it out, it will flow out really nice. And you can feel the can. I know brother Brian bought a can last week, weighing it. It weighs a pound more than the other clears. A pound more than the other clears. Go ahead. Who's got another? So can I quart of the ready to spray need to be reduced? So are the candy quarts? No, the ones in the quarts, those are, you can add a whole gallon. So if you buy a quart, Jim, you can reduce it out of quart. So you'll end up with 2 quarts of those ones. And like you see, I offer it in, you can put 50% more tint or double tint at a very, very low price for doubling the amount of tint in each one. That's how I used to buy it. And I would go buy the Radiance PPG back, I mean, this is 80s, 90s. I used to always go, when I go to the jobber, I'd be like, hey, I want this triple tinted, which was a little extreme. I mean, I remember my first couple, I was doing Wild Cherry, and I got a triple tinted, and it ended up burgundy. You know what I mean? So yeah, the ones we have on there on the website, the quarts that are the, it'll say inner coat candy, that will be a quart of the color blender, base coat clear, inner coat clear, whatever you want to call it. It'll be that mixed with, of course, the tint, candy tint, and you thin it out 1 to 1. The ready to sprays are ready to go. Those are literally already reduced out. You just stick them in the gun, you spray. And then I have urethane on the website too. So that would be like House of Colors, urethane enamel, the candy. The prices on there, that's including the hardener. Man, really good prices. And it comes, the clear that I put it in is the 900. Okay, so this is back. You got to pay attention that you don't miss anything. So back to that. Next one, next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. Top right tape. Do I still got it missing still?
What are you trying to paint a Harley these days?
Yeah, what do you...
That was a serious
No.
question. Somebody's asking.
Yeah, man, no Harleys, man. What would you charge to do a Harley lemonade? Man, I have too much going on, I'm afraid, my brother. But man, depending on, let's say, depending on if I was doing it, if it's a 3-piece bike, you're looking at about
A 30-piece.
a 30-piece. Man, if it's a 3-piece bike, fender tank, you know, fenders and tank, man, you're looking at about 5 to 6. And if it's like a road glide or something with 30 pieces, man, I hate to say that's like 12 grand, man, to do, you know, patterns, everything from start to finish, but I just can't do it right now. So here we go again. Like I say, you could come in and shoot each one. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're trying to do the fade, so back to that, if we were gonna sit here and just do a tape fade, we would come in like that. But if you're trying to do a shade, of course we'd do one more time and we'd be getting our breakups of color. And even with this, you could come back in with black and then candy over it. Which I mean, even like that, like let's say, just even to get Brother John, Rob, would you need a pint of reducer to go with the pint of base coat black? Yes, definitely. And I could even make it, John, for you if you want it ready to spray. Since I do have your number, I could do that too. It's up to you. But if you buy a pint of the black, that'll make you literally, depending on how much you're trying to thin it out. Like for a lot of this work, man, it's supposed to be 1 to 1. There'll be times where I do 1.5, 1 1/4 of reducer, depending on how I want it to look. If I want it to really cover real good, if I'm trying to do like transparent black, but that's basically all I do. Like this is literally the black I'm selling right here, just thinned out. So back to this. This is reduced out about 1 1/4 parts for what we're doing right now. I'm just gonna shoot a little black and then we're gonna red over it. Just to give us a different shade. I know it looks like we're doing a British flag, but we are absolutely not. Especially with that blue.
What are your favorite colors to spray and play with?
Man, that's a hard question. My favorite colors, man, that's a good one. I really don't have no favorites. My favorite, a lot of different color combos. You guys always see I like the orange, the red, the gold, or red and orange, or golden orange, or cobalt blue and oriental blue, or teal, oriental blue, purple, teal, orange and purple, magenta. This one too, you want to make sure that you get everything. I'm just barely shooting a little fade over the edge. And then now I'm going to come back with the red again. Blues and purples, yeah, I like blues and purples too. So same thing, I'm gonna come back over with the red, over that black, fade. Just to kind of make it stand out a little more. Like I say, all the ready to sprays I have right now, these are all the ones I still, it's almost gone. My stash of everything that I've had over the past few years kind of mixed together. And then it'll be, we'll be going with the 500 with all of the dyes and tints that I have. I'll be making a whole bunch more ready to sprays in different shades. Like I say, please support the website. We appreciate you guys. Like I say, man, we got a bunch of orders the first week or so, and then it really dropped off.
And if you have bought anything, you guys can leave reviews for the products.
Yes, please leave reviews. We appreciate you guys. So now I'm going to be taking off that last shade. Of course, it's hard to see in that I'm looking at it. I always have my iPad right here. And I appreciate it too, my vintage writer, Marcelo here, California. I definitely appreciate it, man. So back to this. So once I peel these ones off, I'll kind of show you guys when we did the straight lines across. Let me do a few of these. Like I say, and if you can see from where I put the white to the darker to the next one we just did that black, really nice. And of course now, like I say, when I crisscrossed all of these, you can cut, literally go all the way across. Same thing, come right here. I'll split it. And then the next one, crisscrossing, is this one. I'll tear it this way, this way. Same thing. Now make sure you don't peel up any of the vinyl. Same thing, I'll just pull this way, go one direction, go another direction. It's that too, I know, yep, old school teals, pinks, and purples, yep. Man, Joseph, you'll definitely have to come by, bro, see what I got. I know you're up in Santa Fe, right? For the most part, we're usually here, brother. I can mix up just about any candy color. Got all the formulas. I can mix it up in the ready to spray, in the inner coat, 1-to-1 mix, the urethane mix. A lot of them too. Make you a concentrate of it. Let's see. So now I'm gonna break out tack rag. We'll be having those two. Gonna be adding those. Gonna be adding the plastic razor blades, regular razor blades. Man, what a blessing! I can't wait to see what you're working on too, my brother. So I'm gonna come back with the black. I'm gonna go just right over the tops. Same thing right there. Huh?
Yeah. Does the ready to spray dry quick?
Yeah, it dries instantly. That's what, like you see me, I'm ready to untape it right away.
Somebody said they used to use the Createx, and if they didn't let it dry, it would kill.
Yeah, the Createx is water-based. I mean, that's really good if you're trying to, like you're at a house, like I talked about before. You know, you're inside. Or, I mean, you know, you're trying to avoid the chemical part of it. Really good guy that owns it. But yeah, this dries instantly. I'm gonna kind of go over a few places a few times. Okay, so to this. I'm gonna try to peel. This one goes first. Looks like this one goes second. This one goes third. This one goes fourth. Of course, winter time, let me tell you, in the winter, yeah, I bet, man. And there's a lot of, what do you guys use over there, Brian? Do you guys use water base, or you guys use solvent at the shop, the collision shop you work at? I know that's a whole nother animal, the water base. You know, actually at the, okay, tack rag, back to that. Now I'm gonna do some crisscrossing through, just over this. Like I said, you gotta think all of this is gonna be gone once we take it out. So I'm gonna run, let me get my 1-inch low-tac. Like I say, I got a bunch of this in too. So depending on what you're doing, I mean, you can space it out about 1 inch. And of course, back to this, I mean, you can measure it if you want to get precise. Put this one here, back to that, do this here, move this one over, measure it again, or you can just eye it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna kind of eye it. Same thing, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna go about 1 inch away from the edge. Same thing, about 1 inch away. I'm gonna do another one. Same thing. Then back to this, you can come back with the red, you can come back with the black, you can come back, you know what I mean? Could even come with the white, and then we can come back with the red over it. I'm gonna go over it with some more of the watered down black. Just along the edge right there. Same thing. Holy Moses, there it is. In fact, I'm gonna go a couple more times right here. Hey, Brother Chris. Man, I definitely give you a shout out earlier, my brother. Thank you, definitely, brother, for taking the time to cut all that wood. What a blessing, my brother. Truly a blessing. Good talking with you. And just thank you, bro, for the blessing. I can't tell you thank you enough, brother. Gonna come in now. And I definitely appreciate you supporting my brother Steph too. Thank you for the order today. So same thing. I'm gonna come in between here, come in between here. Kind of do the flannel look. What we're trying for. Appreciate you. I'm gonna come in with the red. I'm gonna crisscross back over this quite a few times. Right over the top of that 1/4 inch with the red. It's like the red flannel. Man, I appreciate that, my brother, definitely. Brother Joey. Yeah, exactly. There you go. The Dixon flannel. Beautiful job, my brother Joey, too, on Daniel's bike, my brother. Beautiful job. And I appreciate you, too, Joey, for supporting, brother. It means the world. Joey's another one of the mentors that for the lowrider pattern class here in Albuquerque. Let me... We're going to come back in about 1/8 of an inch away. I like how my brother Jeremy said like a Dixon flannel. 3 lines of 1/8 inch, about 1/8 an inch away. Crisscrossed over all those fades. Same thing, and then we will do 1/2 inch. I remember somebody had me do, I forget what it was. I did a carp in Santa Fe. It was a man, what was it called? The perfume. It's the plaid. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It was like the, man, what was that called? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It was like the cologne, berberine, or not berberine, but and it's kind of got a plaid looking look to it. I'm gonna go about 1/4 of an inch away on this one. I should have laid out one of my Dixon shirts.
Burberry cologne?
Yeah, there you go.
Burberry.
Yeah, Burberry. There you go. Yep. Burberry. Yep, Randy even. Burberry.
Lisa got it quick too.
Make sure you smell pretty. That's funny. Yeah, there you go. A bunch of you guys. I just barely looked back on the thing. Yeah. Hey, let's do a giveaway too. Let's do, let me see. What should we give away? Let's do another, we'll do a white banner. Signed white banner. A 2x4 white banner. The first one we got 103 on here. Man, I appreciate that, Joey. Really means a lot. Yeah, that's what we're doing kind of tonight, Randy. The Pendleton flannel kind of. For sure. I'll be here tomorrow, my brother. Yep, closest one in between 1 and 110 wins it. We'll do that in 10 minutes. A white Vanderslice paint supply banner.
Between what?
Huh?
What? Between what?
1 and 110.
Okay.
The closest number. So I'm going to go back with some black now. Transparent black, really simple. This is just a lot of crisscrossing. Back to this, just right over it real quick. Really simple. And then I'm gonna go back over it with the candy apple, but only right through the middle right here on that one. And I'm gonna just fade up of that one. Same thing, I'm just gonna go right through the middle here. And then I'm gonna just fade barely up of this one. Like I said, I could have kept taping, but we're just doing a little bit at a time. In fact, I'm gonna go one more time. In fact, a few more times right here. We'll get this one a little bit darker. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right through the middle of this one. In fact, hey, go grab me. Can somebody grab me some of that 2mm? Oh. And then we'll do right after this. We'll try to do right after this. We'll do a giveaway for some of the 2mm. I'll give away. Let me see. I'll do a 1mm, a 1.5, a 2mm. I'll do in fact a 5-piece set. And like I say, they all come. Everyone comes with 2 rolls. They're cut, split in half to where it's not folding over. And of course, each roll is like 22.5. It's pretty cool, 2mm. You don't really see that often. Of course, that's right in between 1mm and 1.5. So I'm just gonna throw these in, kind of like a flannel would be. Kind of mix it up. I'm just guessing, like when you're doing a sarape, it is really good to lay out the sarape that you're trying to duplicate. And then we will do, I'm gonna repeat what we did right here. Right here. So same thing, I'm gonna go about 3/4 of an inch away. 3/4 of an inch away. I'm gonna go same thing about an inch away. I'm just guessing, like I say, if you're trying to get it perfect, you can put one there, then you can space it and space it apart. I'm gonna do one more. That's kind of gonna be, no, I'm gonna wait on the other one because I don't want to chop into what we got going on there. I'm gonna come in with the 1/2 inch right here. It's already getting close to that center. So about a 1/2 inch away, same thing, the space of the tape. And we'll do the same thing. I'm gonna shoot a little bit of black, then I'll go in back with the red. Now I'm gonna put, let me do, another 1/4 right there. About a 1/4 of an inch away. Okay, so now I'm gonna come in with the black first. Watered down black. Back to that, we're just shooting right along the edge. This would be a fade. Boom, just right along the edge. Same thing, gonna shoot there. I'm just gonna come right along this. Don't gotta complicate it, just something simple. Like I say, this is a lot of overlapping. Really simple, it's just a lot of time consuming. Like I say, anybody can do it, man. This is like simple. You know, each one each Thursday brings something different. You know, we got some turns, some twists. You know, like we did the whole hood series. We did the blessed piece. In fact, those I'm gonna shoot. I'm just gonna go over the little black real quick, and then I'm gonna shoot red over those real quick. Quite a few times over that 2-inch. I mean the 2 millimeter. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing. I'm gonna peel that. Peel this.
Is that the right way? Okay, it looks like you're back in action on here. I mean, it shows it's definitely back.
Yeah, the thing this time needs to go over some.
Well, it's saying rotation. You can see it.
There we go. Sorry, guys. Let me see. Crazy phone dying. Yep, for sure. Of course, it started this time. It's crazy. Let me see. There's my razor blade. Okay.
I think you're good.
Boom.
They're funny. They're
Wow.
making jokes.
Man, you don't even know. That's crazy. Let me tell you.
It's
crazy how it'll restart.
Everything was good.
I know.
It says,
It's because let me tell you, I started out at 28%. My pit crew over here.
No, Rob was supposed to plug his phone in. He had one job.
One job!
Maybe two.
This is my pit crew, man.
Rudy dropped it. Let's be honest.
So I'm gonna come back over this.
The little buddy
Oh yeah,
ticket.
let's do the winning. Let's wait if a few people are joining on. Let's do. What's your number, girl?
Are you ready for it?
Yep. You want to tell everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to
Huh?
click that down? Do you have to click that?
Yeah, I definitely said thank you.
Oh, you have to click it.
Yeah.
Okay, number 22 for Caitlin Clark. WNBA draft. Number one
Yeah,
pick.
okay. Oh my gosh, this girl.
22.
Who is 22?
So I believe, I want to say that was Joel was the closest to 23.
Well,
Oh,
JR
there's a
said
21
he's
and a
23.
23.
Let's make sure.
No, I'm double checking.
Okay, yeah. Did anybody else have 22? And if not, we'll do a matchup.
Who has 21?
Hey, my brother Fairway, what do you use to go live? Do you just use your phone, or do you have like a whole setup? Do you use do you use a program? I'm just going back over this with the red right through the middle. And right away I should have just put the 2 millimeter right through these other spots.
So you had 2 people that were 1 number away. So Joel had 23 and then Johnny Law had 21. So there's 2.
Okay, so let's do a standoff. Check previous comments. GoPro 10, wow. Brother Tom, did you make it to San Diego, brother? Yep, there you go, from San Diego. Pleasure, definitely. Go in order. Let's see, so go in order. He said, how about, okay, so there was a 21 and there was a 23, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. So you two, you two.
So it's Johnny Law had 21 first, and then Joel had 23. So
No, let's do a stand-up between those two. So let's do the closest one between you two, between 1 and 10, gets it. So go now, just you two. The closest in between 1 and 10 out of you two, get it. Deja's writing the number right now.
wow.
Okay, did somebody already get it?
John got it first, 7.
Okay, 7. And he's one of the ones that got the
Yep.
21 and 23?
Yep.
Okay, congratulations.
Joel picked 7 right after him.
Got you.
But John got it first.
Yeah, congratulations, John. Man, hit me up in the, which I usually put my phone number in the description. Please email my brother John to the website. It's in the description. You know, for this, for tonight's live, so we can get your address. It'll be a white 2x4 Vanderslice paint supply banner. Okay, so now we're gonna start working on this real quick. So I'm gonna go around. We're gonna go around the edge of this with the black. Oops, that's the red. That's all right. Okay, let's do again. Let's do, what do we got on here? Let's do back to that 1 to 110 for, I'll give away a, in fact, 8-piece tape kit. It'll be the 1 millimeter, the 1.5, the 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 6 millimeter. I'll do a 1/2 inch.
And then Rob, did you explain the heavy resin at all?
Yeah, so
Brian's asking.
So to break down, I know a lot of people out there, there is a lot of talk like high solids, the solid content of clear. And a lot of that is dealing with how heavy the resins are that it takes to make that clear. So the 700 that I have, which I will do that same thing tonight. Let me tell you, if anybody's on here, what we did last week, it is $274 for the 700 clear I have. That's the most expensive clear I have. It's the heavy resin content. Like I say, the whole set weighs a pound more than the other clears. It takes a quart of urethane reducer. I will throw in the quart of urethane reducer for free. And what do you even do? Yeah, we'll throw in that for free, which is a $20 value. And what else? We did something else last week.
Get a shirt last time.
Yeah, and a shirt too. Same thing. We'll throw in a shirt and the urethane reducer. If you buy that 700 clear, that's literally a $50 value. So that would be knocking it back down to the 225. And the link to the website is in the description. Go check it out. We got, man, a bunch of cool stuff. We keep adding stuff to it.
Joey wants to know if you have the low-tac and the 3/8
The low-tac and the what?
3/8.
No, the low-tac I have in quarter, I have in 1/8 inch, I have in 1 inch, and I have in 2 inch. That's all I have it in, and I don't even have that listed, the 1/8 inch and the 1/4 inch, but I do have the 1 inch listed and the 2 inch. So this, I'm just going along this first with the black. Go a couple more times here. Like I say, this number is for a tape kit. No, but I could definitely put you something together, Lisa, for sure. I could definitely, especially since I have your phone number, I can put something together for you. Any of you guys that have my number and you need something special put together, please hit me up. Don't hesitate. You guys will start to see this come to life. I know you really don't know what's under here till I start plucking it out. What was I saying earlier? Tommy Hawk?
Yeah, you're saying Tommy Hawk. Tomahawk.
Like I say, this Saturday here in Albuquerque, I will be doing a very small base and flake class, 150 bucks a person. Breaking down how to get the MDF boards, skateboards, whatever it is, sanded, sealed, silvered, flaked, cleared. You get to take home one of the boards that we do, or you get to bring something that you want based and flaked. And that's this Saturday.
Is that low-tac vinyl?
No, it is low-tac crepe paper. It's real thin, transparent, low-tac. It's really good for sticking over stuff, especially when you got stuff that after you've already sprayed some patterns and you're worried about it peeling up, or it's real easy to take off.
It's funny, Lisa's question. Lisa said, do the A's have holes?
No, I know, that's a good one.
And then she said, I should have thought about how I wrote that.
Yeah, and let me tell you, they didn't, because the Cricut machine, let me tell you, this was such a hard thing to make. Let me tell you, it gives you on the Cameo like 4 different options. How would you explain that on that one, girl? I mean, it's like what is it when it
So we have to convert it to SVG format.
yeah, hopefully you can hear.
So when we do the Silhouette Cricut machine, we have to convert it to an SVG format. I think that's what it's called. And it gives us 4 different like options. So it's a super strong detail or like a great detail. And during that transversion, it makes it really like blurry. It makes it where it doesn't have the like holes in the A's, or sometimes it'll completely take out the like lettering or the words. So we have to go through and look at all the options that it gives us, and then we have to go through and click it to see what's going to be the best one to print out and cut out through the vinyl, if that makes sense.
That's the good way to explain it.
I think, hopefully that makes sense.
And of course I can cut the A's out, but unfortunately, yeah, when it's like I say, what we're using, it doesn't give, you know, my brother had emailed me his logo, and when you put it into it, it kind of, how would you, translates it. What's that called, the SVG again?
Yeah, SVG.
And Brother Manuel, we did get it working. Let me tell you, my brother.
I got all of his stuff printed.
Yeah, Deja cut out your stuff for your cousin's memorial. You can get it on Saturday, brother, when you come for the flake class.
I'm so sorry it's been acting up.
Yeah, it was a major little event, man. The Cameo was tripping.
Lisa's asking if you sell the low-tac tape in a bundle by itself.
Yeah, and I'd kind of answered her.
Oh, sorry.
I told her I'd put I told her I'd put her together one if she wants. Like I say, I got 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, half 1 inch, and 2 inch.
And then I might be behind, but have you ever thought about doing a members option for YouTube? I'm not sure if you answered that one.
No, that would be a good one. How does that work?
That's from Jaina.
Got you. Man, we'll have to check into that. Members.
That's like when they meeting, you can ask you questions or.
Right. We're getting there. We've almost got all of the stuff plucked out here. It's a bunch of little hard stuff to see. Thank God, actually, I can see it pretty good. I was thinking it was going to be buried in there.
Trent said it's a refreshing change with no a-holes.
Ah! Hey, that's funny. That's actually a good one. Oh, man. And thank you to my brother Chuck for supporting too, brother. We appreciate your order last week, the week before. Definitely a lot of you guys, man. Brian, so many people. Okay, got one more piece, and then let me make sure. Oh, nope. Still got one here. Okay. There we
So
go.
that's a tough logo to do. I think I've done it about 3 to 4 times. Good thing Tomahawk Customs is a really cool guy. Lots of weeding out.
Yep. Well, yeah, look, we still got another little one here. I'm sure there's some other programs that would, you know, to where you have the option to go in and, like even with this, I mean, you could go in, like say with the A, I mean, I could literally come in, and of course I want to kind of get it straight. I don't want to, Let's see. So I get all these pieces of tape off my finger. And I can come in and cut. Boom. Same thing. Cut out an A. Boom. One last little check. Then depending on, of course, everywhere where the letters are going to be is going to stay silver. This border, you'll be able to see it. Oops.
And then Rudy picked the number 2.
Okay, so the number, what is the number?
11.
11.
And that was Mr. Randy.
All right, brother Randy, get some tape. My brother Randy from Denver, Colorado. And he will put that tape to use too, let me tell you.
We'll pick another number for a hot date with Rudy.
Yeah, hot date with Rudy.
Randy Penny's some bags.
Now we got 2 A-holes, Tony said. That's funny. Thanks, Joy. That's funny, man. That is funny. What color do you want, my brother, inside that? My brother Jeremy. I was going to shoot some of the transparent black in there. Said, dang, I was 69. Yeah, congratulations, Randy. If you guys don't know who Randy is, man, definitely go follow him. Facebook, does some amazing work. Airbrush, pinstriping, patterns. This guy's like multiple talents. I'm just going along it with some black, transparent black right through it, right along the edge. Of course, you could do it with the airbrush, get a lot more detail.
It's me.
That's funny. Brian said Randy's so good he doesn't even use the tape.
Huh?
Brian said Randy's so good does he even use the tape?
Yeah, does he even use the tape?
I need to learn how to Instagram, huh?
Yeah, he's on Instagram too. Randy?
Facebook?
Facebook and Instagram. Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Find them.
Yeah, he's on Instagram and on Facebook. Literally type in his name and you'll find it. So I'm gonna just come in right here. Go right through the middle real quick. Same thing up here. Right through the middle real quick. Come back with a little bit of white. Kind of spitting a little bit. I'm gonna come back over it just with a little bit of black. Kind of gray it up a little bit.
Then ask if you can stain it with a little bit of red.
For sure. Okay, so now let's unpeel that and then we'll do the border real quick. We will do the border. And we'll get some clear on this thing here. That again?
No, it's on here.
Huh. Ah, flipped again now. That's a good one, huh? Amazing, good one. Let's see. Huh. Ah, that's a good one. Should have kept it the other way. That's weird. That is so weird. Ah. Heard the whole screen flipped again. There we go. This is crazy. Let me get it centered again. We get us some of these letters. Brother Vince. I know that's a good one. Was it upside down the whole time?
No, I didn't think it was.
Man, that's sad. It just showed on my screen that it flipped. Crazy. You guys, it wasn't. It's crazy. Which one flipped since the power outage? Yeah, man. Crazy. Up in my mouth too early with those technical difficulties. Okay. Tack rag time. I'm gonna go over the edge real quick with a little bit of black. Before we untape the border. Couple times. Same thing. Then I'm going to go around the edge with the red. Quite a few times. We got our Dixon Flannel Tomahawk Custom. See where I put my razor blade again. Let's see here, I keep losing that bad boy. There it is. This is really simple to do, guys. It's just a lot of taping, crisscrossing over each other. Yeah, it's gonna pop with the clear. Kind of wanted to, towards kind of coming out of it, kind of a 3D. Okay, let me tack up. Let me mix up some clear. Thank you, my brother Jeremy. Appreciate you, brother. Okay.
Please sign it.
For sure. Go get
Yeah.
the silver pin or a new black marker.
Hey, what is Fat Lag on Facebook, you know?
Huh?
Fat Lag, what is he on Facebook, you know? Fat Lag, what is he on Facebook?
I don't know. Is he on? Is he on here?
Well, I was trying to share it. Vanderslice for him. I can't.
Got you.
They didn't answer me.
Hey,
You can't find
hey,
it.
my brother Chuck Fatlack. What are you on Facebook?
I asked him, but you know, I don't know if he logged out or not.
You might have. It's late over there. You gotta think. He's in Florida, so you gotta think it is 11:30. It's 12:43 out there. Huh? Yeah, buddy.
What is this?
Bam. Okay.
He said, you know I ain't quitting on you. He's still on.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good one,
What do you
man.
answer me?
Ask him, what's your name on Facebook?
Maybe he don't want nobody creeping on him on Facebook.
Rudy wants to know for that date.
Yeah, what's your address, bro?
Rudy wants
No,
to
just
know for
kidding.
that date.
Yeah, for the date. What's your address? That's funny. That lack, he says.
Don't like, you don't pop up.
Okay. So let me grab some clear.
He said, here's the social security number. And the phone number.
What about the TBECC? What is the TBECC? Let's see. Okay, let's see here. What do you need? I'm going to shoot some of the 800 clear we have on this. Boom, boom, boom. 800 VHS, high solids. You get 7.5 liters. It is a 2-to-1.
Right.
Here's the puck from last week. Look at how crystal clear that is from what dried in the cup from last Thursday. Look at that. Crystal clear. You can almost see right through that. Trying to put it to the 2 to 1. It's around 225 for a set. Amazing, amazing clear. Brother John. Exactly. Like Grant 7. The one that I have that is the 700 would be like the Grant 7, the wet. Super thick. I have 6 amazing clears. The 900 is my favorite. That's my secret weapon that I've been using the last year and a half. That one, same thing. It's about 229.
What's the shelf life of that clear? Can it last a few years?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Shelf life, definitely. I know there's quite a few clears that, and of course, like back to that, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, back to like, I have some clear, certain brands, I mean, some super low end, man, the clear will stay good, but the hardener goes bad. And I don't want to say any names or anything like that, but, there's some where literally the clear will stay good, but the hardener goes bad. Hey Vince, did all of the pieces make it there in one piece?
And then Michael Moore was asking, what clear of yours is closest to the X99?
It's the 900, my brother Michael. The 900. Yeah, it definitely depends on how you store it. The clear is going to stay good. The hardener is what you got to be careful with. Exactly. It's like the MS42. The 900 is basically the MS42 formula with a little tweak to it. It comes from that same family. That's what I've used for the last 20 something years is Matrix, the MS42. So I'm gonna put just a medium kind of dry wet, however you want to call it. You never want to flood it right away. We'll let that set just a minute, and then we'll do our usual. I strongly recommend to all you guys, I mean, I know a lot of people are on a budget. I know I talk to a lot of you guys. It's like, man, if you're just starting out, I could see, getting the lower end. I got a clear that is literally $85 a gallon with the hardener. I got another one that is It is the same as the 900, but it is a 4-to-1 high solids for 130, like 129. That's a gallon and a quart. And then I got a speed clear. That's about $100. Really, really good product, same company. And then same thing. The other 3 that I have is the preferred ones that I personally, like I say, that's like when you're clearing. I mean, if you're doing the art projects, you're trying to save money. That's cool. But if it, you know, you're working on cars, it's like, man, it matters back to the budget. Man, I'm one of those ones. Once you dip below $200 on you're spending below $200 on a set of clear, man, you're definitely compromising. You know, and it could be, you know, it sprays really nice, but it's like back to that 2 years from now, 3 years from now, how's it gonna look? You know what I mean? Kind of like a lot of the, like, let's just use like 5-star for instance. Man, that used to spray really nice. If you were doing like a spot job, it would look good, but then you would see whoever came back around in 3 months and you'd be like, man, that is, woo, because you got to think that was like 29% solids, I think. And it's just, man, you get what you pay for. This stuff is made with love. Like I say, when I'm spraying on it right now, is the VH800. Really good stuff. The 900, really good stuff. 700.
What is better for mixing flake? And the PSI.
What is better for mixing flake? Like, what do they mean? The clear? I mean, it's back to that. Personally, you could shoot flake with, I mean, all of them. You know, my best bet, your best bet is going to be the 800, the 900, the 700. You know, if you're trying to do, if you want to do 50 coats, you know, with the lower end, you know, it'd be like finish 1 or something like that. It's like, man, you flake with that, I'm sorry, man. It's, man, you're going to see the flake still. You know, you shoot with the high solid, you'll shoot even the first coat of flake, and it'll already slightly be covered. And then, of course, you can shoot 2 thick ones, 3 ones over it, let it dry, sand it back down. You know, when you're using a medium solid, you got to put multiple coats of clear over it to cover it. It's just, why would you want to do that? You might have saved a little money in that area, but then you're wasting money in the time area. Plus, you're having to put double on, so it just doesn't even make no sense. You know what I mean? I know people are on a budget, and if you're just starting, I get it. Like I tell people, a lot of people on here, there's a lot of people I try to help get a set to where, you know, get you guys everything you need to get going. A pint of primer sealer, a pint of silver, some reducer, you know, some clear, some flake, some of the ready to spray candies, and then you are good to go. You know, you can literally start up and then you can build up from there. Move the iPad away a little bit in here. Should have mixed up some more. Didn't mix up enough. And we're going to turn up the light. Good night, my brother. Appreciate you. Okay, I'm going to disconnect the phone real quick. Rudy's setting up the light. Let me clean the lens. Yeah, for sure. Man. Boom. Man, those, it's hard to kind of see those. You can see where I shot that white. It's kind of popping up. Bling, bling, John said. I appreciate you, Jerry. I'm going to come around. I'm going to swing around this way.
It's like 60.
Bam. I'm going to swing back around this way. Try to get a couple different angles. Appreciate you, my brother Michael. So there you go. You got the Dixon style, flannel style, tomahawk custom for my brother Jeremy Martinez. Brother in Christ as well. Man, I definitely appreciate you guys supporting. Definitely going to pray out. Please go support the website. The website, order from us. We appreciate it. Going to pray out.
I just want to say thank you to guys for supporting. Don't put it on me. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for just, sharing, for purchasing, for being a huge support system. Like I said, you guys make it happen. We truly can't do this without you guys and your support. So thank you guys, and God bless all of you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Let's pray out. Definitely. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you, Lord. We just thank you, Lord, for everything, Lord. We thank you for another day. I just lift up every single person on the live tonight, Lord. I pray that you have your hands on them. I don't know what's going on with them, but you do, Lord. Whether it be good, going through trials, or just doing super good right now, we just pray you continue to touch each and every one of us. We need you, Lord. We cannot do it without you, Lord. I lift up healing for so many people too. I lift up my brother James on here for healing, Lord. Just continue that he would be able to be walking full 100% again, ASAP. We know everything is in your timing, Lord, and we do come to you, Lord. We ask for forgiveness in those areas that we fall short, Lord, and we just continue to lift up this country, Lord, that we would continue to unite and not be divided, Lord. So we just thank you. Thank you for everybody represented on here, Lord, and we just give you praise. And thank you guys for supporting. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a good weekend, and thank you. Boom. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Linda. Amen. the Vanderslice signing out.